right? So there used to be these events at the concert hall, or Masonic Temple, at Yonge and Davenport there, and we would book artists. There was this one series we had called New York Invades Toronto.
Really?
Yeah. So it would be like American artists would come up here and perform, and then there'd be Canadian artists perform as well.
Yeah.
Right? So we had that going on, and then we also had the battles. So it's like where U.S. artists would come up and then like battle American artists. So like Biz Markie, he was supposed to battle my boy S Blank.
Say word.
And S Blank and Mighty Mouth Rock, which was another great beatbox out of the city.
Yeah.
And then Biz came out. He came out with TJ Swann and I think Big Daddy Kane and Scot and they came out and they performed and they smashed it. They smashed it. And then after they were done, then S Blank was supposed to come up and like battle, right?
Yeah.
But they weren't even really into the battling, so the battle didn't happen.
Oh,
there were other battles that happened, like Michie Mee bodied a lot of MCs, or like female MCs, like bodied them. Right?
Man.
So that's, again, she was like a battle MC too, like
Yeah.
that's how she got her start. But that's how KRS One and Boogie Down Productions, they discovered Michie and gave her first opportunity.
Yeah.
Right? And it's because of those events that we used to throw in, like, you know, bring
That's
American
insane.
artists here. But I brought up the Buffalo thing because we used to drive to Buffalo and pick them up.
Oh,
And
wow.
then bring them to Toronto.
Grab some violence.
Say
And,
what?
and they would stay like in Hutchie's basement or Ron Nelson's basement or whatever.
Oh,
Like, there was
man.
no big hotels and
No,
nothing like that.
It wasn't
right?
about that.
They were just happy, like, yeah, you guys want me to perform in Canada? Sure.
Yeah.
Like that was big to them, right?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
that's
Before
so
you
dope.
let all the corporations get in the pockets.
Yeah,
of
yeah, exactly,
everybody,
right? And then charging big money and percentages going here and there. It was more like just like it was an underground thing, and we just
Yeah.
did it for the love. And yeah, if we could make money out of it, then we would make money
That's
out
like
of
that's
it. Right?
dope and like
Yeah,
plus.
Yeah.
Kind of almost what the game has reversed back to in a sense.
Yeah, it's kind of going back that way. Well, the thing is with music, right? So everything goes around in a circle. I've been telling cats this for the longest time,
Yeah.
right? So instead of trying to chase what's popular, like right now, everybody's trying to be Drake, and I'm not hating on Drake,
But
right? Like his music and his style, like I that soft music, like I don't like it personally.
Mhm.
Like I need beats. I want that head nod
Yeah,
shit,
cool.
right?
Yeah.
But that rapping over synths and that lovey-dovey and singing and rapping, I'm not into it, but a lot of cats are trying to do it.
Yeah.
But the truth is the industry doesn't give a fuck about you because Drake's already done that.
Yeah.
That's his lane.
Yeah.
But all these artists out there, they're trying to chase that, right? So they can become popular.
exactly.
But the reality is that it's never going to happen because when the industry is tired of Drake or he changes up his style, then you're going to
It's
start
gone.
chasing that. And you're always chasing. So the key is because everything goes in a circle. Fashion, music, everything.
Sure.
Movies, like they remake old movies,
Yeah.
right? So continuously do your thing, right? And if you do your thing long enough, eventually your shit
cycle
will
come.
be the popular shit,
Yeah.
right? And that's exactly what happens, man. So anybody out there listening or watching this, like, and it's so cliche, like be original, right?
Yeah.
But just do your thing, man. Be original and do your thing, and eventually it'll come back, right? So that's what's happening now. It's like it's coming back to the underground. It's coming back to that New York rap and that boom bap,
Yeah.
right? Like even commercial radio now, they're like, we're not playing top 40 hip hop anymore,
Yeah.
right? We're gonna start playing the old school hip hop, right? Because that's what the people want, and that's where the cycle's going,
Yeah.
right? So if you continuously do your thing, and that's the thing, like any popular artist, whether it's Kanon or Chaos or Classified or any rap artist out of Canada that's gained success, it's because they've continuously done their thing,
Mhm.
right? Like look how many records Classified, for example, released
Yeah.
before Sony picked them up, right?
Crazy.
And then gave him that polish, that top 40 polish,
Yeah.
right? That's why, because he just continuously did his thing, built his audience, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, same thing for like a Chaos,
Yeah.
right?
And that's how an underground artist, that's what defeats a lot of, like 90% of them, because when they're chasing to be something, they're never really actually going to become something
Right.
that anybody wants to buy into.
Right.
Because you're always chasing to become something
Right.
different.
You just-
Realistically, you need to just build. Because what it is, it's almost like a movie itself. It's like a character. People buy into a character and to fall in love with your role
Exactly.
and to, you know, become a part of your life, and you have to play part of the
You
role.
have to have a
You can't
consistent brand, right?
Exactly.
You can't keep switching up.
Consistency.
You know, Nike's had the swoosh thing coming at you with an X next
Yeah.
season. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right? But you touched on a good thing
Consistency.
too that artists should really understand and realize. It is about being a character and being an entertainer,
Yeah.
right? Like there's this whole like keep it real term and shit, right?
Yeah.
But to me, keep it real is not just like real to yourself, but real to art and
Yeah.
to entertaining, right? Like I don't want to, like if you're just an average Joe, like you're not as appealing to me as someone who is actually a character and entertaining,
Yeah.
right? And even like Lil Wayne's an example, right? Like Lil Wayne became this character,
Yeah.
right?
Definitely plays a role.
Yeah, and he plays a
for
role,
sure.
right? And he's even done interviews where he's like, okay, let me just do this bullshit that you guys like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because he realizes like that's his character and that's what people want from him.
Mm-hmm.
So if he was to switch it up, if he was to start wearing suits and, you know, trying to be that guy,
It would be like.
he'd lose his audience because
Yeah.
that's not his character, right? So basically, if you're an artist, you need to really, like, be artistic, right? And that's the thing. Artist, you're artistic.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a creative bone in your body, it's going to be a lot harder for you to become an artist.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Because everything's contrived. It's not natural to you.
Yeah.
But if you're a natural artist, then you're going to have a character. You're going to be a little quirky, or you're going to, you know, there's something about you.
Something that's
So you need to figure out what that is and then go with it,
Yeah.
right? And then make that your character. And even like, and there's so many examples of it. I mean, you look at all the underground stuff, top 40 stuff. There's characters associated to all that hit music, right?
Yeah.
Like LL Cool J, like the Kango and always wearing
Yeah.
hats. Like that was part of his character.
Exactly.
Big
And
gold
Run
chains,
DMC back. in
Yeah,
the
and
day,
Run
you know,
DMC,
Russell
right? Like
Simmons
with the Adidas. And,
told
you know?
them like, this
Yeah,
is this is your look now.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with you know, and again, like artists will be like, no man, I'm not gonna do that, or I'm not gonna sell out, or who are you to tell me what to wear, or stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the reality is like, people want to be entertained and they want to look at something that's bigger than them,
Yeah.
right?
Very
So if you're
true.
just the average Joe, you could have good rap skills,
Mm-hmm.
right? But the reality is that's only gonna get you so far.
Yeah.
Right? So other people need to polish that and package that so it relates to the masses,
Yeah.
right? And same thing with Eminem. Eminem's a perfect example. Like Eminem was tearing up the underground for the longest time,
Oh, yeah.
and he's a dirty MC,
Yeah.
right? But he got with Dre, and Dre said, "Okay, this is the direction we're going.
Yeah.
This is the production that you're gonna use. You know, the whole Slim
This is your
Shady, and
sound.
like yeah, this is your sound. Let's market this." And look at it. Look what happened.
Yeah.
Right. So that's
Blew up.
you know. So that's what it is, man. It's not about being fake. I mean, to me, being real is realizing that you're an artist, right? And you need to develop a character and a personality that people are gonna like, because your music is only gonna take you so far,
For sure.
right?
Very true.
That's what's